Keeping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Lady, 40 got. 40 got.
I'm here all day.
SOS. Monday. SOS. Easy alert.
Say
49.
On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete.
It's a gain of 28 yards. Move 50. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 49 yard line.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, switch gears. Shift.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. From the red zone now, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, easy. He's checking. He's not.
To throw again. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
52. Hey, Alpha. Hey, give me radar. Coming after you. Bang, 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 bang. Hey. Watch the ship. 21. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing again at Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there at 22. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Give me some. Hey, 22. Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, it's Logan, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Bears' 2-yard line.
Motion out of the backfield.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Check 26, check 26. Check 52.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You go tight. You go 59.
This is Logan. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
There you go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
Let's get it. Here we go. Kill. 58 to Mike, 58.
Third and long for Prescott. Got an open man. That's Campbell. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Hey. You want this? Libra!
After the interception, here's Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a give right side. Logan. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Logan with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Prescott now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line.
Mike to 59. I got you.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got him. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
22. Alert.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Monday. 32.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Logan. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And it's
3rd down.
Going to 53.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrett Davis, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They run with Logan. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Logan there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
James has got it. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jesse James, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Well, let's see who this is on.
52's the mic. Bring it. Bring it. 32. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, Delta.
That's trash. That's trash. Hey. Yo, mic 52. Mic 52. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Little short pass to James. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, throw left side complete. That's James. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Logan. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
47.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
20.
On first down, it's Logan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after that. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bears
Here we
take
go.
over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Lindsay, he's got the first down here inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
31 yards there and a first down.
Kill. 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
All day, dog.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,